Hola estudiantes, ¿cómo están? I hope that you guys are doing great. I'm just recording this video to guide you guys on the process to submit an oral quiz. So oral practice is very important for our class, especially if you want to get proficient with Spanish learning and Spanish language in general. So I have a few oral quizzes for you throughout the semester. Remember that we have 5 lessons to complete in the semester, and we are also going to have 5 oral quizzes that are going to be a complement for each lesson. So every time that you're going to go to the VHL Central dashboard, at some point, if we're working in the unit, Unit 1, Unit 7, Unit 10, whatever unit or whatever lesson we're working on, you know that you will have at some point to submit an oral quiz. So it is important that you get ready for the oral quiz. It is going to be about information in the lesson, so you have to be aware of that, and it is going to happen at some point. So how do you know the specific date when your oral quiz is going to take place? So I'm going to show you right now how to get there. I'm going to use a class as a sample. Now it might look a little bit different because it's different classes, so this is only a sample class, so please make sure that whatever your class it is not your class is not going to be exactly the same as the one that I'm going to show you, but you can follow the same steps to get there. Okay, so just before we continue, you have to remember that oral quizzes do have a grade that will be calculated with your final grade, so it is very important that you consider that before missing any quizzes. So if you don't remember how much they are worth for your class or for your specific section, please go to your syllabus, make sure that you know what is the percentage that is going to come from these assignments or assessments. So please go there, make sure you know how much they are worth, and keep an eye on the dates when you are going to have these due. So I'm going to go ahead and go to VHL Central where I'm going to have my calendar. Okay, so here I am in my VHL Central Portales 1 dashboard. So this is something that you guys usually see when you log in. So you're going to see that you have some activities, but the first thing that I want you to do is to click on the calendar. So whenever you click on the calendar, it is going to take you to the month. So in there you can navigate and you can see whatever you have due in there. Then again, this is only a sample. It might be, you know, whatever date that you want to look for, but it is going to be the same step. Going to your dashboard, going to calendar, clicking on that calendar, and it is going to take you to the month that we are currently in. So you can go there, you can see all the activities you have, you can go to the following month, and then you're going to see that you have some practice, but you also have a quiz scheduled on this day, which in this case is September 10th. You also have a lesson test on September 14th. So this is the first thing I want you to do whenever we start a new lesson or whenever we start a new semester or a new month. I want you to go there and look at the important dates. After that, you know that on September 10th you're going to have a quiz. It is not going to take you to the quiz right there, it is only a calendar, but if you go back to your dashboard, you're going to see that you have upcoming due dates. So whenever you get to that point, you're going to click in there and then you're going to do your activities. So you're not going to see the quiz in here, but you are going to see based on the activities that you have, based on that list, you're going to start checking all the activities you have due, and eventually you will find the quiz. In this case, quizzes most of the time, because they are oral quizzes, is called práctica comunicativa. okay? So whenever you see práctica comunicativa, usually will mean that this is going to be an oral quiz. So if you go in there, you click, you actually have a note in here that I left for you, and it says this is our quiz. So then again, it might be slightly different depending on the section, but usually I leave a note for you to know this is your quiz. Whenever you have to record your voice, it is going to be an oral quiz. So it says, I strongly suggest you that you write down the questions and write the correct answers down before start recording. So you have to be prepared for that. Remember that quizzes are 25% of your grade for this section. That is what is worth, but then again, check your syllabus for your specific section and make sure what is the weight of those assignments in your specific course. You will have to submit an answer in complete sentences. I need to hear that you have prepared your answer and that you have practiced before recording. The quality of your answer will determine your grade. And make sure that your recording is not distorted. If nothing can be understood, then this will not get a grade. Sometimes I just hear noise, background noise, or very distorted stuff that I cannot really understand. So I will put a note in there and I will make you aware of this. But if you see a 0, that is the reason why. Now I'm going to show you how to look and try to avoid this, because there are ways that you can avoid this. So you can see as well that there is only one attempt, because since you have to record yourself and you have to submit an actual clip of your voice or of your answers in this case, that can only be done one time. But don't worry too much, because this means that you only have one submission, but you actually can practice several times before you decide to submit. So what does that mean? In here we have práctica comunicativa, and it says record your answers to the questions in Spanish using complete sentences. So for this particular topic, we see that we have the question, ¿cómo se llama usted? ¿Cómo está usted? ¿De dónde es usted? So throughout the semester, we're going to have different topics. We're going to have different quizzes. So this is only a sample, but in this case, we have these 5 questions. So what I want you to do is you can go click in here. That is going to take you to your book, and you can have some information in there, some ideas on how to answer to these questions, some suggestions, some specific phrases, everything that will help you with that, okay? So you can go browse your book from here. You can also browse a vocabulary list. And actually, this is not exclusive from the quizzes. You have that in almost all of the activities from VHL Central, but in this case, it is important that you know it is here. So actually, if you go there and you click on that, either you can click on here or click on here, and you're going to hear the pronunciation. So this is going to be very important for your oral quiz.
Saludos. Hola. Buenos días. Buenas tardes. Buenas noches.
So I'm not sure if you were able to hear that, but actually it played the greetings. You can choose if you want to see this only in Spanish and then test yourself, or only in English. That doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Because you do have to see the Spanish. Or you can test yourself and then just see the English and then provide the Spanish for that. Well, that might be a way that you want to study, or both of them. If you click in each individually, it is only going to provide the pronunciation for that particular phrase. Nos vemos. So there you have it. This is going to be of great help. You can also go to the grammar explanation, and it is going to open another window, and it is going to give you all the information that is relevant. Whenever you see that little icon, it is going to have audio as well.
Son las 8 en punto. Son las 8 en punto.
So you can see that you have a lot of tools and resources to use before you get ready for your quiz. Now, whenever you're ready, whenever you have read the questions here, whenever you have written down all the answers to these and you're ready to record, you can go ahead and click the little microphone icon. So whenever you start talking, you are going to see that this little circle is moving and it is picking up your voice, and you can stop at any time. So what I was telling you before is that you are going to have several times that you can do this once again and once again until you are happy with your result before you submit. Once you submit, this is going to be already, this is going to be your only submission, and that is what I'm going to see. But before that, you can even log out of the assignment, and you're not going to have any submission yet, right? Because you haven't clicked the button submit. So let's go back to that day. We know that our quiz is over here. So práctica comunicativa, as you can see, is not completed yet because I did not hit the button submit. So I have read the questions, I know what they are asking for, I have written my answers, I have practiced, I don't know, in the mirror, I have practiced here, whatever, and now I'm ready to submit. I'm ready to record. So I'm going to go ahead, click in there, record. Número 1, I'm going to read the question and the answer. It says, ¿Cómo se llama usted? Yo me llamo Mónica Hernández. Número 2, ¿cómo está usted? Yo estoy muy bien. ¿Y tú? Número 3, ¿de dónde es usted? Yo soy de Carolina del Norte. Número 4, ¿a qué hora es la clase de español? La clase de español es a las 8 de la mañana. So let's just, let's just think that we have finished this. I have read all questions. I have answered to those questions. And I'm going to go ahead and review. This is very important because this is going to let you know if your audio is right or not.
To go ahead, click in there, record. Número 1, I'm going to read the question and the answer. It says, ¿Cómo se llama usted? Yo.
So this, I don't know if you were able to hear that, but I can hear my voice, I can hear everything is working fine. I am happy with that, and I'm going to go ahead and submit. If I'm not happy with that, I can click again on record and do it as many times as I need, but whenever I'm happy, then I hit submit. Then you will see your activity is complete. You will see that you have a check mark in here, and I will receive that. I will go look at this, listen to your answers, and give you a grade. So this, whenever you see a little apple, it means that I'm going to be grading those personally, so the system is not going to grade based on completion or based on your submission. I will go there and check that. So make sure that everything sounds good, and that your answers are complete and they have whatever it is required, so you can have a good grade for your quiz. If you have any questions, please let me know, but do not leave these to the last minute, and do not submit distorted audio recordings, because then it is going to be very hard to understand what you want to say, and that is not going to receive a grade. So that's how they are going to work. Every unit you're going to have to submit an oral quiz, and this is exactly the same way that you need to do that.